I'm being given a chance to either wrap it up, get the message of hurry up, shut up, or be persistent in what I have to say. That electronic gremlins aren't going to stop me or get in my way. That I can still enjoy the message of hope and see it actually looks very different to me, and I still don't wish to keep it in my possession. However, don't think that I don't get the message of that and the renewed hope of, what looks like just, ew, who would want that? And I'm not keeping it or, making any, weird magic potion out of it or anything. I'm honoring it, and I'm not sure what I'll do with the skin. I have no intention to keep it. It's not my thing, and whatever. But I just thought I would share with anybody that would like to hear that divinity is afoot. It's right here and it's near, always and at hand. And it's a matter for me of being able to stay hooked up in that divinity far more often and stay in that frequency of that knowing of how that really is for me and how it is for other people as well. And however they find that, it's theirs to find, it's theirs to choose. It's not mine to tell them they must go through this particular faith or this particular process or this particular religion or, alignment. It's not mine. I have my thoughts on what works best for me and what seems to work best for humanity. And one of the best and, primary things that I could say is we all want emotional freedom. We all want our personal sovereignty. And that to me is the best way for anybody to solve their own puzzle within thee. And if that's what's working for you and you're not harming anyone else nor harming yourself, then go you, do you, boo-boo, and have fun, enjoy. And then when you need to, your vision is getting cloudy and you're getting ready to molt and shed and go through your process, find a safe place and hibernate and take care of you, and be careful who you're allowing into that divine space as you are transforming and transmuting energy and ways of being that just no longer serve you, because we're constantly renewing. That's the human way, is we're constantly renewing. Science tells us billions of cells every second are changing and evolving within us. So we're renewing and upcycling and upgrading our body physically. How about we take our mind too, so that we're not back there in flip phone technology going, how come I can't get 5G to work with my Crackberry? You got to update the thinking, you got to update the operating system, and sometimes you got to update the actual physical device, however that looks for you. Maybe it means moving around a little bit more, or, eating a little more, or eating a little less, or changing what you're drinking or not drinking, or I don't know. I've gone through a lot of different, ways, and I'm still finding my way. So, yeah, and I'm getting a message that I'm about 15 minutes out, so I'm going to shut this down and say thank you very much to Snake and Divinity. And I had a beautiful whippoorwill singing this morning, whippoorwill, whippoorwill, that sat right up on the light pole and was just talking to me, singing to me. And I said, thank you so much, because this is really kind of a job that sucks. And, I don't really like going through memories and loss. However, the opportunity is to turn that around and say, what's good about this is that there are many people being benefited by the things that I'm able to release and let go. Physical items, not to mention, we're all, no matter who I'm dealing with in the past or in the future, I'm coming at my future with a much cleaner past, because I've shed completely the whole skin going through that process now. And those people that were all attached to it, however they were attached, past lives or, different dimensional understandings, etc., doesn't matter whether they believe it or not. The energy itself has been allowed to close down and balance the equation and leave that with honor and integrity and dignity, because every single person deserves that, regardless of whether or not they're being a jerk or whether or not they're being a butthole. I don't want to play with everybody. I really don't. However, I don't have to, and I can still honor the fact that we're all human beings and we all have that spark of divinity, and we all deserve to be in that space. And it's up to them to find that space and grow it if they care to, and for me to do the same. And vibrationally, we're not going to be able to hang out, together in that spot if we're not a match. If our equation is imbalanced, we're just not going to make it as, people that are relating face to face. However, it doesn't mean that I'm not accountable or responsible for closing out my end with grace and dignity and respect as best as I can, to the best of my ability, make that absolutely my number one priority, to be acting with integrity and dignity, and also honoring every single emotion in me and allowing it to come through, and listen to divinity balance that and help me deal with the anger and the sadness and the overwhelming grief, or whatever it is, and the joy that comes with great relief that it's done. It's done. And there's thousands, millions, trillions, who knows, of those little timelines of energetic source that's just been kind of hanging out, and it resolves the chord. We can hear the resolution, the dissonance, we hear the resolution. And whether it's ever acknowledged out there doesn't matter, because Snake is telling me that's the process that Mother Nature set forth. And welcome to the games, Catherine. You finally understand. And here's another indication that you're in the right plan. You're doing it in a very wholesome way. And occasionally I'm going to get angry and need to say the F word and, just have a moment of being human, because I am. I'm not going to ever transcend being human. That's part of the whole operation, is to learn how to use that divinity that's got a human body wrapped around it, and temper those emotions and temper those responses and that energy, so that it's in the kindest, most upcycled version of me that it can be. And it's been a real bumpy road a couple of times. It, splat the wall. And it's okay, because I'm making progress, and that's how I determine what is good for me, is progress, not, I'm going to be finished on this date. That's not a very good plan for me. It didn't work. So I look for progress, steady progress. Yes, are you making progress? Yes, I am. Snake, just let me know. Fear not, baby. You're in the right spot. So thank you for your time. I hope you are having fun finding your divine, and I appreciate it. And heads up still that I've got big plans, and I'll let you know what they are. And it might be today. It might be today that I go ahead and pull the trigger on that. We'll see. Take care and be good to you. Thanks, friends. Bye.